Imagine waking up one day and realizing you gave away 40 years of your life to fear, excuses, and things that never truly mattered. Not because you were lazy, not because you were stupid, but because no one ever taught you what actually matters before it was too late. That is how most people live. They drift, they delay, they distract themselves, and one day they look back and realize they were busy, but not moving. I do not want that for you. So, in the next few minutes, I am going to give you the most important lessons life took me 40 years to understand. Lessons about time, discipline, pain, people, purpose, and the truth about why so many people stay stuck for far too long. If even one of these lessons hits you at the right moment, it could save you years of regret. So listen closely, because your life can change very fast once you finally see it clearly. Lesson 1. Time is not slow. It only feels slow when you think you have plenty of it. When you are young, you think you can start later, fix it later, take life seriously later. But later is where dreams go to die. Years disappear quietly. 1 week becomes 1 month. 1 month becomes 1 year. And 1 year becomes a life you barely recognize. Do not make the mistake of thinking you have unlimited chances. You do not need more time. You need more honesty about how fast time is leaving. Lesson 2. Your life changes the moment you stop blaming everything outside you. For a long time, I thought my progress was being blocked by the wrong people, the wrong circumstances, the wrong timing, the wrong opportunities. And sometimes those things do make life harder. But harder is not the same as impossible. The truth is, the longer you blame, the longer you stay powerless. Because blame feels protective. It gives your pain somewhere to go. But responsibility gives your power somewhere to grow. The moment you say, "This is my life, and I will carry it forward no matter what happened to me," everything begins to change. Lesson 3. Motivation is fragile. Discipline is dependable. Most people are waiting to feel ready, waiting to feel inspired, waiting to wake up one morning with fire in their chest and certainty in their mind. But that day rarely comes. And even when it does not stay. Motivation is emotional. It rises and falls. It disappears when life gets heavy. Discipline is different. Discipline shows up when your mood does not. Discipline keeps moving when your feelings want to quit. Discipline is how you keep promises to your future self. The people who change their lives are not always the most motivated. They are the ones who keep going after the emotion is gone. Lesson 4. Small actions look weak until time gives them power. People ruin their progress because they worship dramatic change. They want the perfect plan, the perfect routine, the perfect breakthrough. But real transformation is usually quiet. It is waking up and doing the right thing when no one claps for you. It is 10 minutes of effort. 1 better decision, 1 less excuse, 1 more promise kept. Small actions do not feel impressive in the moment, but repeated long enough, they build confidence. And confidence becomes momentum, and momentum becomes a new life. Never underestimate what daily discipline can do to a broken identity. Lesson 5. Failure is not what destroys people. Avoidance does. Most people are not ruined by failing. They are ruined by spending years trying not to fail. They stay silent instead of speaking. They delay instead of beginning. They hide instead of risking. They protect their ego and slowly destroy their future. Failure can teach you. Failure can sharpen you. Failure can humble you in the right way. But avoidance rots your confidence from the inside. Because every day you avoid the thing you know you need to face, you teach yourself one dangerous lesson: that fear is in charge. And once fear becomes your leader, your potential starts shrinking. Lesson 6. Your habits are building someone, whether you realize it or not. Every day, Your habits are casting votes for the person you are becoming. The way you eat, the way you think, the way you spend your time, the way you speak to yourself, the things you tolerate, the things you repeat. None of it is neutral. You do not suddenly become confident. You practice becoming confident. You do not suddenly become disciplined. You train it. You do not suddenly become strong. You build strength through repetition. Your future is hidden inside your routine. So if your life feels off, do not only look at your goals, look at your habits, because habits are where your future is being quietly decided. Lesson 7. The people around you can either stretch your life or shrink it. Some people do not destroy you through drama. They destroy you through normality. They normalize excuses. They normalize wasting time. They normalize quitting. They normalize being average while pretending to be realistic. And if you stay around that long enough, you start calling your own decline normal too. Be careful who gets daily access to your mind. Your circle affects your standards. Your standards affect your actions. And your actions affect your destiny. Not everyone in your life is helping you become who you need to be. Some people are keeping you attached to who you used to be. Lesson 8. Your health is not separate from your success. It is the foundation under it. If your body is exhausted, your discipline becomes harder. If your sleep is broken, your mind becomes weaker. If your mental health is ignored, everything feels heavier than it should. You cannot build a strong life while neglecting the machine you are living it through. Energy matters. Clarity matters. Rest matters. Taking care of yourself is not softness. It is strategy. Because the stronger you feel physically and mentally, the more powerfully you can show up in every area of life. Lesson 9. Money is important, but meaning matters more. For a long time, I thought money would solve everything. And yes, money helps. It gives options. It creates breathing room. It removes certain forms of pain. But money without purpose becomes another trap. Because if your whole life is built around earning more, but your mind is empty, your relationships are weak, and your character is collapsing, then what exactly are you winning? Use money as a tool, not as your identity. Build a life that has depth, not just income. Because a rich life and a meaningful life are not always the same thing. Lesson 10. Start before you feel ready. This is one of the hardest lessons life teaches. You will never feel fully prepared. You will never feel fully certain. You will never have perfect conditions. And if you wait for clarity before action, you may wait forever. Action creates clarity, not the other way around. You learn by doing. You grow by moving. You become ready by starting. So whatever you have been delaying, the workout, the business, the decision, the apology, the change, the first step, take it. Messy action will teach you more than perfect hesitation ever will. And here is the truth most people learn too late. Your life does not change when you know better. It changes when you finally do better. These lessons took 40 years to understand. But maybe for you, they can take just a few minutes. Maybe this is the moment you stop drifting. Maybe this is the moment you stop lying to yourself. Maybe this is the moment you stop waiting for a future that only discipline can build. You do not need a new life overnight. You need a new decision. Then another. Then another. That is how people rebuild themselves. One truth faced. One excuse removed. One action taken. So pick one lesson from this video. Just one. And live it today. Because the life you want is not as far away as it feels. But it will never come closer while you stand still. Your future is watching. Make sure it has something to thank you for.